Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good whenever it is, wherever you are watching this from. My name is Rafael Torrealba. I am 30 years old. I am from Venezuela and I currently live in Argentina. I'm a language coach, an English and Spanish instructor, and a polyglot in the making. This is a self-introductory video. I just want to introduce myself in English so you can get an idea of how well I speak English, yes, of my English proficiency. I will record a similar video, not to say the same, in Spanish and Portuguese. Those videos will not be translations of this one. They will just be me saying the same things, expressing the same ideas in native Spanish, yes, and using my Portuguese. Um, let's start from the polyglot in the making. I speak three languages and I am learning three languages. What? Yes, I am a native Spanish speaker because I am from Venezuela, right? I am a bilingual English speaker. I became bilingual way before I studied English. That's something that I will cover later in a different video. Yes, in a different video series. I learned Italian. Yes, I started learning Italian when I was a kid. I started studying Italian when I was 6 years old, and I studied Italian until I was 10 or 11. But to this day, I don't really speak Italian. I can't write Italian. My Italian production skills are almost zero. However, I do understand what I read. I understand a good deal of what I listen to, of what I hear. Yes, and that would be chronologically my third language. However, my real third language is my chronologically fourth language, which would be Portuguese. Yes, I started learning Portuguese in 2015. I officially studied Portuguese in 2019. By the time I started studying Portuguese, I could already understand many of the things I heard. Yes, I already spoke a little Portuguese. And with that level of an intensive course, I had a significant improvement. Yes, I couldn't study it again for reasons that I will share in one of the other videos. Um, but yeah, to this day, I speak Brazilian Portuguese. In my own self-evaluation, I would say that my level is somewhere between A2 and B1. My fluency, my speaking skill is definitely in a B1 level, but my vocabulary skills, my knowledge of the grammar, and I say knowledge because sometimes speaking, because of how much I've heard Brazilian speakers, because of how much I've listened to them speak, I sometimes use tenses that I don't know. Yes, I don't know if I am saying it right. I don't know if I am using it right. I just repeat what I've heard. Yes, so my knowledge of the grammar, yes, my vocabulary level is at an A2 level, more or less. So that's why my own self-evaluation is that my Portuguese level is somewhere between A2 and B1. And my fifth language would be Japanese. Yes, I listen to Japanese. I have heard Japanese, but I've listened to Japanese since I was a teenager because I watch anime and I started watching anime in Japanese with subtitles in English. Right now, I watch it with subtitles in Portuguese, but I started watching it with the Japanese dubbing in its original language, right? With the original audio in when I was 13, 14 years old. Yes, that would make easily what 18, 17 years of listening to Japanese. However, I started doing the things to actively learn it. I started doing the things that I would recommend you guys to do to actively learn, passively and actively learn Japanese in 2023. And last year in 2024, I started studying it. Yes, that would be my fifth language. As a polyglot in the making, I want to speak a certain amount of languages by a certain moment in my life. Let's see if I really get there. At least by that time, I will get there, but let's see if I can attain that objective. Yes, in the time I want to attain it. That would be me as becoming a polyglot. Now, As a language instructor, as an English and Spanish instructor, I started teaching English in 2016, on February 2016, and I teach English to this day. It's my main job. I stopped teaching English for around 2 years when I emigrated at the end of 2017. I emigrated on December 27th, 2017. I arrived at Argentina on December 29th, 2017. So I've been here for almost basically 7 years and a couple of months. Um, and in all that time, I have taught Spanish here and there. Yes, mostly, or well, not mostly, only with private tutoring. Yes, I've been a private tutor of Spanish to some people. Yes, so my general experience is mostly teaching English, but in reality, it's teaching languages and learning languages. And this gets us to the first point. Yes, language coaching. I will cover what language coaching really is in another video series. Yes, I will just tell you right now that a language coach's job is to teach coachees how to learn languages, to find their way to learn languages. And because of this, the first kind of content that I actually want to create is content that allows people, that allows anybody who interacts with that to learn how to learn a language. What do you need to know to learn a language? What do you need to do if you want to be self-taught? Yes. What are some things that you can start trying? What method worked for me? But what things can you try? What things are really good? How to determine what is good from what is not? Yes. In these 9 years, in these 7 years of experience, I have seen many students, literally thousands of people, having unrealistic expectations of how long it'll take them to learn a language, what they have to do, when they have to do it, right? And they're just sadly wrong. And why are they wrong? Why do they not know? Because nobody is telling you. Nobody is telling you how to learn. Nobody is telling you what to do. Nobody is telling you honestly how long it will take you. Nowadays, with marketing, with all the marketing out there, people just tell you learn languages in 120 hours. Take our 120-hour course and become a B1 speaker. That's BS. It doesn't happen like that. All right. There's an ad of an AI tutor app. It tells you disappear for 30 days and come back bilingual. That's major BS. Yes, there's an ad that I saw in the last month of a renowned English institute. Yes, and a renowned online English institute telling you that in 1 month you will get to read subtitles in English. Major BS. And they are just abusing the ignorance of people. So you know what? I decided I am going to tell people how to learn languages. I am going to share it with them, the truth about learning languages. Yes, so people can stop being scammed. Ah, Rafael, you're doing that because you want our money now. Actually, no. If I can just help you learn how to learn languages for free, that's great. If additionally you want to get a language coach and that's me, cool. If you want to get a language coach and it's another person, so be it. Even better. Yes, if you want to get a language instructor in English and Spanish and you like my videos and you want me to teach you, that's great. If you want to get a different tutor or if you want to start studying at a course, that's great too. But after you watch my videos, you will be able to determine if the course you're paying for, if the tutor you're paying for is actually good. Not because of the results you get, because sadly, in this world, in this language learning world, the only way you guys have to determine whether your investment was, was good, whether you invested your money properly, whether the course or the lessons actually worked, is the results you get. And in many occasions, when students don't get results, they blame themselves because you have been gaslit into thinking that when you don't learn, it's your fault. And there is no bigger lie than that. Normally, when the student does not learn, it's because the course or the tutor didn't do a very good job. So that's it for now. Yes, thank you very much if you watched until the end. Yes, like I said, there will be several video series. There will be a video series in which I tell my history to inspire you. If you want to get to know a little bit more of who I am, go watch those videos. Yes, how I learned languages, go watch those videos. How did I become bilingual before teaching the language? Go watch those videos. And not just before teaching it, but before actually studying it, before actually being able to tell apart what I was saying, why I was saying it, how I had to say it, right? And why I still said it well enough to get a job teaching English. Yes, go watch those personal history videos. You don't care about who I am. You just want to learn how to learn languages. Go watch the language coaching and or the how to learn language video series. Yes. Hey, you know what? I believe you. Or I already watched all those videos and I like it. But I want to know, do you have any tips about how to learn languages? Yes, I do. I actually my specialty are Latin American speakers. Yes. So if you are Latino and you got to this point and you understand, or if you're Latin American and you are watched the Portuguese or the Spanish self-introductory video and you're interested in how to learn from me, hey, go watch the bunch of tips that will soon be there. Depending on when you watch this, they may not be there yet, but I will work on that. I will give tips mostly focused on native Spanish speakers from Latin America, focused on native Portuguese speakers from Brazil, yes, on how to learn language, yeah, on how to learn English. And I will also start a video series about how to learn Spanish, some tips when it comes to Spanish, some fun ways in which you can learn Spanish and not make it stressful. Guys, that's enough for right now. Thank you very much for watching until this point. I wish you a great rest of your day or your night, depending on when you're watching this. Take care and see you. Bye.